Hi, Aaron. This is Jeff with Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for making time to talk with Eric. And as promised, here's your website analysis. So I'll be going over a few things that can actually help you rank higher, bring you more traffic, and of course, get you more customers. So let's go ahead and start off with your website. You have a pretty great website. So you have your logo here. You have videos, nice photos. You have customer feedback, which is good, and pretty good layout. So there's just actually some few other things that we're gonna get over for us to make sure we get you on top of the search list. And one thing I can tell you right off the bat is that Google loves content. Google actually like to see a minimum of 1,500 words on a homepage, and it seems like you have less than that. In addition to that, the more content you have, the more you look like an expert in Google's eyes. So of course, if you'd want to beat out the competition, you'd like to have more than 1,500 words. So let's go ahead and see how many contents we have. Let me paste it on a word counter. Okay, so currently we have 679 words. Not a bad number, but we're still behind with the target of 1,500 for us to be considered by Google as a trustworthy website. So that will be one of our main focus wherein we get you more words on your homepage. And one thing I would like to talk about as well are keywords. Google is actually looking for keywords. It's looking for what the site should be found for. So if you have the exact words listed multiple times on your website, you're really going to be relevant for the search. And of course, Google is willing to put you higher in the result. So I also did a quick search for the best roofers in your area. We're going to talk more about the searches we have here. So let's start with the sponsored ones. So these are actually the paid ones wherein people are paying ads for. So we're not going to talk much about this sponsored result, but rather we'll move on to this part right here. So this is what we call the map pack. And this is something wherein you really would like to be on, since these are the ones that generates a lot of traffic and they're actually easier to find. One way for you to actually be here is you need to have Google My Business profile, wherein you'll enter as much information as you can, like the company name, phone number, email, company address, hours of operation, photos, and so on and so forth. And in addition to that, if you put the same information in as many directories as you can, like through Yelp, Yellow Pages, Angie.com, that will actually help you a lot to appear in the map pack. And the next part we're going to talk about are the generic or organic searches. So these are actually the website that ranks higher without people paying for any ads, just because they're doing some certain things, which is actually what we're going to analyze and talk about as well. I've also pulled up one of the top ranking website we have here. Let's see what they're doing differently. So based on what I can see on their website, they have a good amount of content. They also have customer feedback here, call to action. So let's see what they're doing differently. We're using this paid tool. It's called Ahrefs for us to, this actually helps us to have more information on the back end of your website. Let's talk more about the numbers. Starting off with DR, this is the level of trust that Google has in your website. Then UR would be the strength of your website. And then backlinks, these are actually other website that refers to your website. So they're like shoutouts to your website through Yellow Pages, Yelp, and alike. So let's go ahead and compare the numbers with your competitors. So this is your competitor's website. And if you can see, they have a higher number in terms of DR and UR, which means Google finds their website more trustworthy and stronger. You have higher numbers in terms of backlinks, which is good. However, with keywords, they have 230 and you only have 10. So let's now talk about the importance of keywords. So if you look at the screen here for organic keywords, So these are all the keywords they have listed on their website. So when customers search for these specific words, their website shows on top of the list. And if you also check on the numbers under volume, these are all the hits and clicks that they are getting every month. So let's use this keyword as an example. So for Roofers Bryan College Station, they actually got 70 clicks out of this keyword in a month. So if you also look at the other numbers, that's all the total number of clicks that they're getting per month. I also want to share something in regards to keywords. So if we go back to your website, let's use this photo as an example. So if we save this image as, if we save this image and then instead of using this generic file name, you can actually rename it to a hidden keyword. Like for example, best roofers in your area, roofing, something like that. And if you do the same thing with the other images, you'll have more hidden keywords. Not only that, the words won't be repetitive on your website as well. So that's how we do hidden keywords. So just to wrap things up, the main things that we can, do to improve your ranking, one would be the amount of contents on your homepage. And then last but not the least would be the keywords so that customers will be able to find your website easier. So that's actually all that I have for now. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to call or email Eric. He can tell you the next steps and the other things that we can do. Thank you so much for your time. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.